cooked, right, or before cooked?
Cooked or uncooked?
That's it.
That's what I was like. I was gonna say.
That's
He's gonna ask
that's
me
what your
questions.
that's what your portion
Yeah, how
is.
many
And
times?
your fistful, well, you can
Nada
have
bandana.
so it could be part of your meal,
Yeah.
right? But hopefully you shouldn't have more than 2 meals like that a day, right?
But there's only one hand, not one fist in the second fist.
No, he's saying this much per a day, is it?
Well, this should be per portion for
Per
say,
meal.
for your meal. Okay. Number 2,
Per
right?
meal or day?
Well,
Per meal.
technically you
Per
should
day.
be per day.
Who
Yeah,
eats
you
rice
could
and
get away
breakfast?
with all everybody in the south. Everybody in the south.
It's really, really less.
How does
I
that
went to
relate to roti?
my wife's had
Well, so
registration.
roti is actually
This is
you're
something
really
much
so
better.
roti is interesting.
One cup we have
You're
made.
probably not going to overeat on the roti because most people after about 3 or 4 are probably not going to get too far. There may be some exceptions with you that you guys eat 10 or 12, but most of you are probably going to stop after about 3.
It depends on if it's a Guju roti or a Punjabi roti.
That'd be great.
Punjabi
Right.
roti, what maybe half.
I know. So
Guju
like I say,
roti, pad wali
I'm not
hai,
gonna get
do.
into specifics of each food,
Yeah, yeah.
but your plate should look colorful. Colorful means you've got some color on there as well. That means you're eating something that's orange or green or a different color, right? Brown, whatever. And that means you're using different food groups. If you're not using different food groups, your diet is actually a little bit too monotonous. There is no such thing as, oh, you can't eat. Yeah, you can, but it's a portion. Like your size of meat served up at a meal should be no bigger than the size of a deck of cards. Did you know that? Okay, whoever eats a deck of cards for a portion? None of you, for sure. Many of you don't eat steak, but when you get a steak, 8 ounces, right?
Yeah.
And you get gypped if you go to a restaurant and they don't give you
6
that.
ounces.
Yeah, big pig. Chicken. Whoever has a chicken that has a breast that big, I mean, come on. That's crazy. So you're overeating protein.
But it's also how it is cooked, right?
It's also how it is cooked, yes. So for example, grilling does increase the heat and the temperature and the oxidation of some of the fats. And then potentially, although that's not been proven, carcinogenic. And so
Yeah.
people say that colon cancer, you look at epidemiological studies, they're associated with people who are eating more. Associated, right? Doesn't mean caused. That's a different thing, right? But there's some evidence that says you can eat it, but don't make a habit of it. Yeah, turns out that the heat, it's in the heating process.
Yeah, fire, smoked, or
Right.
charcoal, or
Yeah.
propane. You depend
So,
on that.
so you've got things
How
like that. So
burnt
number
you
one,
want.
food, right? Number 2, timing of the food. None of you have ever thought about this, but timing of the food is important. Guess what all of you do right now? You're all probably doing all the wrong things. You don't have a big meal in the breakfast. The South Indians are correct, and you should have a light food for bedtime. What we've done is turned it all over. Breakfast is now on the run, coffee, maybe a piece of toast in your car, and you go home and have this massive meal, and then you go to bed. Right? Remember, that is not how your body's metabolism really wants it. It wants it the other way around. You really need to actually say, move my calories in the morning and have less of a calorie at bedtime. Except when we socialize, what do? You invite everybody over in the evening and then you pig out and then you go home. Wrong. That's the habit. And actually that